I'm Ananya, and let's talk about the things we feel but don't always say. तुम इतनी sensitive क्यों हो? We often heard that thing. If you ever heard that, you probably knows how it feels. As if being sensitive is some kind of flaw. As if feeling deeply makes you fragile. But here is the truth. Being sensitive is not weakness. It's emotional strength. In a world that constantly tells us to be strong, and what it often really means is don't cry, don't react, don't care too much. But since when did caring become a bad thing? Since when did empathy become something to hide? Being sensitive means you feel things deeply. You notice small changes in someone's tone. You sense when your friend says, I'm fine, but actually isn't. You celebrate little moments fully. And yes, you also get hurt sometimes, but that depth, that's what make you real. Psychologically, sensitivity is closely linked to empathy and emotional intelligence. And emotional intelligence is one of the most powerful skills of a person can have. It helps you build meaningful relationship, understands others, and even understands yourself better. That's not weakness, that's awareness. Now, let's be honest. People who call others too sensitive are often uncomfortable with emotions. They were probably taught to suppress their own. So, when you express yours, it feels unfamiliar to them. Being sensitive doesn't mean you can't handle life, it means you process it deeply. You just don't exist, you experience. Yes, sensitivity can make you cry easily. Yes, it can make you overthink sometimes, but it also makes you kind. It makes you compassionate. It makes you the person who checks up on others, who remembers small details, who love wholeheartedly. And the world doesn't need more people who don't care. It needs more people who do. So if you are sensitive, don't shrink yourself into to fit into someone else's definition of strong. Strength isn't about being emotionless. Real strength is feeling everything and still choosing to show up. Because being sensitive is not weak, it's brave. Sensitivity becomes your superpower when you learn to balance it, when you stop apologizing for feeling, when you stop shrinking to make others comfortable, when you realize that the same heart that feels pain deeply also feels love, joy, and gratitude deeply. And honestly, the world needs more people who care. The world needs people who care, more people who listen, more people who feel. So if you are ever been called too sensitive, maybe you are just someone who refuses to live half heartedly. Being sensitive is not weak, it's being human, fully and unapologetically.